Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, as usual, we have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time viewing, I hope you have a good time with us tonight, and I hope you decide to, pardon me, I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. To our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. So let's take a few comments that will bring our friends on, and we will get this party started. Here we go. We've got our good friend John Springer Jr. here saying good evening from Wisconsin. He's a regular viewer from way, way back and a very good friend. Really appreciate having him on. Our good friend Mike Whiteside is here saying, hey guys, also a longtime regular viewer. We really appreciate that. We've got D. Lampkin here saying, what up, Virgil? I see you from Stockton, California. Outstanding. So one of Virgil's friends is in here. Yes. Outstanding. Very cool. We appreciate you being here. So let's bring our friends on here and get this party started. I've got to remove that top graphic here. Gentlemen, how are we all doing tonight?
Very good.
Doing good, Mike.
Great, Mike. You? Great.
Doing well. Doing well. So in the upper right of the screen, we've got our good friend here. If you're a regular viewer of the Vintage Snowmobile podcast that we do, this is a very well-known friend to you. To the Muscle Car Podcast, maybe not so much. But this is our good friend, Midge Rosebrook. He's a historian and a storyteller, and he's got some great stories for us tonight. Midge, you want to get right into it? Or?
Yeah, if you would, Mike. You want to throw some photos up and
absolutely. We'll pop that first image here.
We can talk about it. Yeah. All right. Back in the mid to late 60s, there was a sports car rally club out of Portland, Maine. And I'm not 4 hours because they're going to have a sports car rally come through, 24-hour sports car rally, and they needed a place that can stay open for 24 hours to gas up these cars. And my uncle said, yeah, he says, I'd do that for you. So for the next, I'm not sure, they probably did this 3, 4, maybe 5 times. And Dick Monahan, who owned the station, would always stay open 24 hours so that these cars could gas up. And these photos were taken by the Gulf representative who happened to live in Lancaster, not too far from this Gulf station. and he heard about this. And so this particular night, he came over when the sports cars were coming through and gassing up. He came over with of these people, and he actually posted it in a golf newsletter that month about this sports car rally going through. It was pretty good. Anyway, I later on, after I graduated high school and I began working at the golf station full time, I was involved in 2 or 3 of these sports car rallies. And how they'd set it up is the rally master would come through during the summertime, and he would set up a course. And you had the cars had a driver and a navigator, a stopwatch, and several gauges and everything that they used to every point that they had to stop at, a checkpoint. They had to stop at that checkpoint at a certain time. When they left Portland, they would separate these cars. They would send them off in stages, and I think they'd send them off like 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes apart. And when they left there, they had it. They wrote the time down when they left Portland, and they had to reach every one of these checkpoints all the way through. And they would send these guys. Now, this is in the middle of the wintertime. They never did it in the summer because of the traffic. There would be just too much traffic. So they used to do this in the middle of January. And they would send these guys all the way through New Hampshire and over in Vermont and on the back roads, dirt back roads. And they would, things like a red barn, you had to turn left at the red barn, or the big oak tree, you turn right at a big oak tree or something like that. They used points of interest to use to tell these guys where they had to go and where the checkpoints were. And when they pulled into a checkpoint, they had to be within, a certain amount of time when they checked in. And they did this throughout the whole 24 hours. And they ended up back in Portland. And the guy that had the closest time for the 24 hours is the guy that would win the rally. And you can see here that there's a bunch of cars lined up out on the street waiting to come in. I know, too, that Dick, a couple of times, they used Dick as a checkpoint. So some of the cars, you could see them pull up out on Main Street, and you would see them sit there and wait because they would be a little early to come in. So in order to get their time as close as they could to the time that they're supposed to be there, they would sit and wait, and then they would pull in, and the guy would run in with his time card and get it punched. And that's how they did that. But you can see there's a Porsche. My Uncle Dick is on that last, right there. The guy in the uniform, that's Dick Monahan, my uncle. And he's gassing up a Porsche. And there's an MG on the right-hand side of the pumps. Towards the guy that came in last, they called him the sweeper, and he pulled into Dick's at the very last. It would be all the cars that have gone through by that time. And what that guy did, and it was usually a 4-wheel drive vehicle. The last couple of times they were using a toy. And what he did is he ran the course all the way through to make sure that there was nobody stuck in a snowbank somewhere or.
Oh, did we freeze up, Midge? It looks like we lost audio on you. Yeah. Yeah, I think Midge might have froze up. If you can
Did
hear
I
us,
freeze
Midge,
up? No.
yeah, if you can hear us, Midge, maybe try
I'm
logging
moving.
out and back in and see if that'll get you a better
Well, you
connection.
can't hear me?
Oh,
Do you
now
know
we
what
can.
year? Do
Oh,
you know
now
what
it's
year
better.
this was, Mike?
This is in the 60s, was it?
Yeah. So you guys missed it all?
No,
we
just
got
the
a lot
last.
of it. Just the last part we didn't.
Yeah, just that last section, the last minute or two.
Okay.
But you were talking about the sweeper, the truck that would come through and look for
Yeah.
stragglers or anyone who might be in a snowbank, and then after that, it started to
Yeah.
get a little
Oh,
choppy.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Like talking about well, when all those cars ended up going back to Portland, they sent a sweeper through to make sure that nobody. I'm gone again. Oh, there you go. If he had to pull them out, he could and stuff like that. But all the cars would end up back in Portland, and then they would have a banquet, and then they would announce who came closest to the time throughout the 24-hour rally, and he got a trophy or something. Maybe he got money too. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was quite something. And it ended in 1973 when they had the gas shortage. That kind of put the kibosh to the whole thing because none of the stations had gas. I'm froze up now.
No, we can still hear you. Mike.
Yeah, we can still hear you, Mitch.
But yeah, for a while, yeah, this was really something.
We're getting some nice comments here too. Bada Bing is saying such cool
You can hood
nostalgic
open
photos,
on.
and thank you for sharing this.
And there's a Volvo there on the right-hand side of the pump. Yeah. I thought you guys would be interested in this.
Got like a Mercury Marauder or a Chrysler there on the
Gas back then was guy asked how much gas was back then. Probably about 30 cents a gallon, 35 for high test.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Golf used to have a commercial for you get a quarter's worth of gas and they'd wash your windshield for you.
Nice.
Yeah, good luck for that now.
Yeah.
How many cars would have been in the race, Mitch?
Oh, can you hear us, Midge? Yeah, we've got choppy audio
7,
tonight.
68, somewhere in there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's a good turn.
Yeah. So that's a good change, a good chunk of change.
I also have a friend that used to do rallies. I don't know if he was involved with this one because I know he went all over New Hampshire and all over the place and done rallies.
What is this car in the middle here? Keep trying to figure what that one is.
Wow. I bet he might have been in this one.
He probably was.
So would they have their own mechanics at that gas station? I know friends of mine do the Baja 500 and they have different groups of mechanics at different spots where they stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then you got those mechanics laying on the ground right there for their Baja.
Yes.
Yep.
Lay that chow out and
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
You're
we
back
can hear
now.
you better
Yep.
now. Yeah, and I think Virgil was wondering about that car in the middle. Do you any idea, Midge, what that might be?
yeah, I'm thinking it's a Chrysler.
I'm thinking that too.
Yeah, that's I think it's a Dodge Coronet.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. There we go. Because Dodge and Chrysler are the only ones that have that front end right there.
be at least 1967 because Polaris on in 1967.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, yeah.
All right.
And there's a lot of snowmobile history associated with that Gulf station as well.
So you guys getting this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And then let's see, we've got some. This looks like an image from way back for that Gulf station.
I like the lift that's in the background over there on the right hand, I'd say left hand side, and you can see a lift and you can see a car on top of it.
Yes.
Didn't he notice that?
See,
Now, I think
the
Mike Midge might
canopy
be
on
what-
that now.
Oh, there he is.
When my uncle bought that, put the canopy down, they said that's not the look we want now. That was too old fashioned.
Yeah. Too
And,
old fashioned.
so they
Keep you out of the rain, huh?
Tore that canopy down.
And then we've got other. So this is without the canopy here.
Wow, what a difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
That's
right
a
there.
friend of mine from way back. He's like a little brother to me.
Oh, look at that old tow truck in the back. Or is that just a hauler? Old Chevy.
Now this is are you still hearing me, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Because on the extreme right hand side, you see it. There's a 1957 Chevrolet tractor that pulled a trailer, and that tractor is the one that brought the '59.
Oh,
That's
we're
the
losing
very
you, Midge.
truck that did that. So
what was
pretty
it
cool.
about that tractor, Midge? You were starting to. It got choppy. You were about to tell us about that tractor.
Yeah, that truck on the right hand side of this photo here, 57. Yeah, it had a flat bed trailer
we go,
behind
yep.
it. That's the one that brought the original Skidoo to the United States, Mike.
Yeah. So the first Ski-Doo to enter the United States came across in
Nice.
that truck. I don't know if you
Oh,
caught that,
nice.
Rob.
I did. I did catch it. Yeah.
That's some serious
Yes.
history right there.
Mitch, do you have any part of the gas station left?
Yeah.
Do you happen to have that air pump?
There's a cash room. Yeah, the cash motors. They've got the cash register.
What does it say on the sign? No, something.
And I've got a few little odds and ends of things from there, but not much. I took all the tools.
Yeah.
But
At the automotive flea market, those air pumps, they're getting
so
$2
this would
grand for
be
them.
probably 70 on this photo take. But I wish you guys heard me clearer, because I'm not sure how much of what I'm saying is coming through.
What is on the sign where the golf sign is, the pole out front? It says no, something.
I can't hear anybody on the other end.
Oh.
Yeah, he's asking about the sign on that pole. Rob's asking about that sign on that pole. It says no, something. Yeah, I can't quite make it out either.
Is it a picture of somebody holding a tray?
Oh, maybe.
No knocks.
No, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
no
knocks, okay.
knocks.
That sounds like butter tarts.
So basically, it's
It's
advertising.
no knocks
Yeah.
high test. That's what they
Yes.
called high test at golf is no knocks.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, I understand now. No
Yeah.
knock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was knocking in
And
cars
that
back in the
car
day.
is a 1954 Dodge Coronet that belonged to Dick Monahan. That was his car.
No knocks. Burn clean. Burns clean. Yep, there we go. That's actually a pretty good advertisement, huh?
Yes.
Get you the right gas, because like
And
what?
you know, this is where all the gearheads hung out. This was probably, I'm guessing, this time period for this garage is probably down.
Do we know what year Dick bought this?
Yeah, this year, this is about a 1954, I'd say 55 at the most. That canopy, he bought the place in 1953. And they tore that canopy down not long afterwards.
I think it looked better with the canopy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
Looks more
especially if it was
imposing.
going to be snowing. I'd rather be under the canopy filling my tank.
Yes. Yeah, none of that. None of that. Feel the weathers.
Oh, guys, you might hear a train horn because train's getting ready to come through.
Okay.
And you know
Right
what
through the
else
house.
too is when you look at gas stations now, and pretty much everything has a canopy.
And where that vehicle was on the hoist, they added a new bay there, I think.
Oh, yep.
But they still got that air pump there I want.
Are you a collector of those, Rob?
Oh, 25 years ago, I could have bought a brand new one on a pack for $225, and I offered the guy $200. He was in the booth beside me. And he said, if I have it at the end of the day, you can have it.
Yeah, that air pump, the building there.
Yeah.
You got free air there.
Yep.
Nice.
No more free air.
No. Gotta have bring your quarters.
Oh, I hear the train, yeah. And then also I wanted to speak to some of the comments. We've got my wonderful niece is in here, Stacy Newsom. She's saying she likes that canopy.
You can see the street is dirt. It's gravel. They were paving it at that time. They were putting in new tire on Main Street.
Yeah.
You can see the grade stake there in the middle of the road.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything about this truck we should know?
C10 long bed.
Looks like it's lowered.
Those too much. Everybody's chopping those to short beds.
I just lost.
Okay, that's Dick Monahan's 1968 Chevy pickup. And
I just lost.
you
Yeah.
can see where it says radio and television. Francis Bovine sold television out of there for about 10 years.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then he left, and Dick used it for a showroom for his Polaris snowmobiles.
So that's where the Polarises were sold. And then this is Dick Monahan himself, correct?
And that's Dick Monahan there. Yeah. That's about a 1954 Ford police cruiser.
Hmm.
The state police used to have him work on their cars. I
Nice,
think
yeah.
that was cruiser.
So that way he got no tickets.
This is almost like the Dukes of Hazzard, huh?
Yeah,
Who's that ass cooter right there?
that's cooler. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, he was friends with all of those guys. They hung out there. Well, because for one thing, Dick stayed open until 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night every night.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's
those
small
guys
town.
being on duty late at night like that, they had a place to hang out, which was Dick's.
It's kinda
So
late for the
inevitably,
Northeast.
they would bring their cars in, have him service them.
Here we go. And Tom Stewart is saying the man, the legend, Dick Monahan.
Most mechanics in town was the most popular guy.
Yes.
In my town, the mechanic was also the tow truck guy.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He was also the driver instructor.
Oh, wow, yeah. And this is looking across the street from the golf station.
Huh.
Looks like some snowmobiles are going by.
Yeah, Tom says the man, the legend. That's for sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a
He
few
gave away the
snowmobiles
farm
right there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of snowmobiles are those
He
in the
gave
back?
away the legend. Gave away the farm, Mike. He was one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Yeah. It was the most popular garage in town for sure.
Yes. And is there anything to add to this image, looking across the street from the golf station?
Are you on the snowmobile, Mitch?
All right, this image is across the street, Mike. That's a parade for the Grand Prix. And I'm going to say that's probably 1967-ish by looking at those skidoos.
Those skidoos back there. All right.
And it's just a bit. But yeah, that's a parade for the Grand Prix. So that must
Second
have
and third
been
one looks like a motor ski.
first weekend in February 1967, maybe. 66, because I see the skidoos had they've got a black stripe on the hood there. So it's either
Yeah, the back
66
four.
or 67.
Yeah.
So that's what it looked like across the street from the garage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now here's another shot of Dick, it looks like.
Yeah, that's Dick. Yeah. There you go. This is the last photo taken of Dick Monahan before he died in 1988.
Oh, this image right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was taken only just a little while before he passed away.
Wow. So he ran that station right
Somebody
up until the end. It
snapped it over the top of the mirror, and
yeah, that's cool.
I got to tell you guys, that was a blow to the town when Dick passed away.
I believe it.
Yeah. It was like the mechanic. Did he have an apprentice?
If you ever needed a favor, that was
Yeah. Did he have an apprentice to take over?
Did you catch that,
I
Midge?
wanted to take it over, but his wife, my Aunt Edna, didn't want me to. She said, no, I want you to get a job where you can go home at 5 o'clock and have a life. That's what she told me.
Sure.
That's true.
And this is on
What's
Edna
that?
right here on the left, right? And this is many years earlier, I imagine.
By the looks
Yeah.
of the cars, it is.
Yep. Some
Most of them are
30s.
in the 30, 40s.
This is
That's 30s.
actually, yes, it's probably 1938, 39, just before the war.
Yeah.
And that building behind them, that is the garage. That's the garage they eventually bought after Dick came back from the service.
Hmm.
But that's my Aunt Edna and Uncle Dick sitting on a stump. Had a pulp truck. He hauled pulp to the local mills. That's what he did back then. And he drove the wrecker during the war on the Red Ball Express.
Yeah.
Tom says if he liked you. Absolutely, Tom, you're right. There wasn't too many people he didn't like, but there were a few.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was a hardworking guy.
Sure.
He was, you know, back then those guys had nothing. They brought up during he was born in 1921. So he was 8 years old when the stock market crashed. Those kids had nothing back then. They had to work.
Yes.
But here's the latest, probably one of the last photos, I'd say. Let me see. That's probably a 70 there. I think that's Dick's 72. So it's,
And then we've got this. This is a painting that you made of this of the gas
Carl
station, isn't it?
pulled up there with his ultralight 426 Hemi on the back of his flatbed truck on the way to Epping. Yeah, I did a painting for my Aunt Edna, that one. Yeah,
Nice.
Nice
So you got
job. But you didn't put the air pump in there.
I did that from a photo.
That looked like an awful big building, how
Yeah.
long it was.
Yeah. So you're like a regular Bob Ross over there, huh?
Yes. With the happy little trees in the back.
Yes. Wonder which paintbrush he used, huh? Did he go to Home
Yeah.
Depot?
Donuts is just about where the office of the garage is. Where that office is at the golf station. It's just about where the Dunkin' Donut building is.
Okay.
Is Dunkin' Donuts on there?
There is now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's there now. And this is in Lancaster, New Hampshire, by the way, on Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire.
I thought he put it in the painting. I was like looking for it in the painting. Like, wait, where'd it go? I don't see it on there.
Sure.
Like, how long has Dunkin' Donuts been around?
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed in the paint, there's no mountains or anything. I mean, this is in Maine. You have mountains and, you know, some bigger background in the back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then the last image we have, Midge, is this is an old one of you and your Uncle Dick.
Yeah, that's
What year would that
Yeah.
have been?
There's a big hayfield down. Paul Crane owns it now. Yeah, that's Dick and I. I think that was my first. I went my first communion. I think that's what that is. I didn't see him in a suit very often, but you saw him. He dressed up for that.
Sure.
He and I were buddies. He's
Nice.
He was my best friend.
Yeah.
Never
That's
have
cool.
another friend like him.
For sure. And you would have been about second grade
Yeah.
for that?
I wonder if anybody can hear me on the other end.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, Michael.
Because I went off. Mine went off for some reason. I had to going back in again.
It was
Tom
a train.
says cuter than a bug's ear.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
when they went to, they had to pop his eye out of his socket in order to try to repair the eye. And when they sewed the muscles back, they got some muscles, that made his eye crooked anyway, but he couldn't see out of it. He was blind in
geez.
that eye.
Wow. Well, yeah,
Yeah, I've had to do that too.
sure. Yeah, well, thank you, Midge, for sharing that with us. That was wonderful.
Nice history.
Yes. Yes.
There
He's
is,
a pretty good looking guy, wasn't he?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, some great stories right there.
There is a in Uxbridge, my hometown. There was a trolley museum. There was all trolleys there, but now it's all businesses. But the building still has the base where the trolleys used to park. I'm like, wow, the history in some of these towns is amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, cool. So, yeah, Midge, we'd love it if you could stick around. We still have Amsoil to do, and we have a couple of video clips to look at. Would like to hang out with us, Midge, for a little while longer?
There he is.
So how much of that did you guys get?
90%.
Well, cool. So, yeah, Rob, if you're ready, I'm going to put you full screen if you feel like doing Amsoil.
90%.
All right, we're going to put you full screen. for
That's a
Amsoil.
shame.
Okay.
It's just a shame that we're.
Oh, we lost you again.
There's
Nick.
Rob.
Yep. Okay, we're going to talk about Amsoil. Amsoil's main product is our signature 5W020, or is our signature oil. Warranty for 25,000 miles in 1 year, 75% less wear and tear, better fuel economy. It's an all-season oil. But Amsoil has a number of other products. 2 weeks ago, I did an antique farm tractor show, talked about our diesel oil, our farm tractor transmission, and the grease. Last weekend, I went to an ice fishing show, talked about snowmobile oil, the two-cycle oil for the chainsaws and all that. But another one of our products is what I'm going to be going to 2 weeks' time is the track, Amsoil Racing Oil, a high zinc oil. But for the hot rods and cars like that, what they want, we have a Z-Rod oil, 10W30, 10W40, and a 20W50 in Z-Rod. It's 16 parts per million of zinc. You look at some of the other products, they're only 700. You need a minimum of 800 parts per zinc. They took the zinc out of all the other oils. Amsoil has a natural additive for zinc in it, and zinc is what protected the cams, rockers, and lifters. And so if you want a better oil for your car, Amsoil has it available. But still, my favorite product Amsoil came out with is our gear lube, our toothpaste container. You squeeze the container and 100% of the fluid comes out. Do you know how hard it used to be to put a pump on one of these, try to pump this and hold the hose into the rear end? This is such a handy container. And Our gear lube, I got a better fuel economy by changing our gear lube than I did my engine oil. There's a lot of friction and drag in transmissions that we're in. By cutting down that friction and drag using a slipper type oil, better fuel economy. And some people change it two times a year, summer grade and winter grade. Amsoil is good. On the highway trucks, my guys are going 500,000 miles before oil changes, and they're averaging 10% increase in fuel economy. Now, Amsoil has a great program where you can click on Mike's site and you can order one of the catalogs. By ordering one of the catalogs, you can sign up as a preferred customer, get the best possible discount from Amsoil, save 25% on all the products. They ship it right to your door, and every month they have a promotion thing. This month they get this magnetic bowl, and you order $100 worth, and you ask them for the free magnetic bowl, they send it to you. It'll stick onto the hoist, parts will stick to it. Let's say $125 worth, you can get the magnetic bowl. So Mike has a link you can click down below. So by clicking on the link, you can become a customer, buy directly from Amsoil, a preferred customer, buy from Amsoil for only $10 for 6 months, buy directly from Amsoil and save 25% on all the products. So for more information about the Amsoil, click on the link Mike has available.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rob. And yeah, when you use our link, you're helping to support this podcast. That's how we pay the bills here at the podcast, is by people buying Amsoil using my link. And I'm signed up as a dealer under Rob. So when you buy through me, Rob and I both benefit, and it's a big win for everyone. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it sure helps us, and we really appreciate that. Now, we've got a couple more videos to look at. Let me see here. The first one is
Can I say
Michael
something too about
recently,
that?
what's that?
Go ahead, Mitch.
I just wanted to tell Rob, I had a friend that had a dump truck, a Mack dump truck, and he put that gear oil in that dump truck. This was back probably in the 70s when Amsoil first came out. And he couldn't, well, if he had regular oil in that came through, he could hardly leave the yard. That stuff was amazing. Because the other stuff got so cold.
Oh, it just thickens up like honey.
And he got better. He got better fuel mileage and everything. That's anybody that's got a truck and they drive them in the wintertime, put Amsoil in the gear, in the rear end, and the transmissions.
Makes a big difference. Thanks, Mitch.
Absolutely. You get a lot better mileage with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate that testimonial for sure. Now, we've got a video clip we're going to look at.
That's all I had to say.
And Michael Delage,
big difference.
Michael Delage was over at the Audrain Museum not too long ago,
Yeah.
and he took some pictures for us, and I put them into a little montage. We're going to look at them right now. Do you want to set this up real quick, Michael, as far as what we're about to see?
Yeah, this was a show I went to. It wasn't the most recent one. It was the one before that. And it was just amazing because there was so many different varieties of cars. They had, something back in the 70s all the way down into the 20s. And, and one person actually owns the car that was there. They were getting ready to do things because they were getting ready to transfer and change out the display. The guy said, "Oh, yeah." Oh, and he said, "Open the door." And he said, "Oh, look at this. You got a radio right here." So I took a picture of the radio that was in the back. It was like a limo back in the day. I'm like, wow. It was right on the armrest, the radio. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sure. Well, yeah, let's take a look at this video clip here.
Afterbath, but I think that I can't even say it, but it's one of those a futuristic cars. It was like 1950 or early 60s.
Wow, that is a nice. I like. Oh, that is nice.
They're trying to make it look like an aircraft.
Yeah, and it looks like it got a
They did.
Studebaker front end on there.
Yep.
That front bullet of a Studebaker.
Yeah.
Now this white one that's you got on the side
Looks
here,
like a Jaguar type.
this one right here, that the radiator is in the front of the car like all cars, but it's a coiled.
The wheels look a little bit Jaguar.
I know, I forgot what car this is, but these were all in cars that were in Newport back in the day. But the radiator on this, it's all coiled. It goes back and forth, back and forth. It's like a radiator that you would have in a house back in the day.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, my niece has a question. She wants to know the year of the one with the white tires, with the all white tires.
I have the years. The only thing is, it's on the other computer.
Let's see if we can find that. She's not thinking of this one, maybe? That's white walls.
Yeah, that one's a lead sled.
Yeah, Mercury.
Yeah.
Maybe this one, this limousine, maybe?
That, I believe, was the Packard.
Packard, okay.
I know that's, and there was Debbie Duth, some famous movie actress. This is the car that she owned.
Oh, wow. This is owned by a celebrity.
If you look way in the back, there's a picture on the wall. It's hard to tell, but it's a picture of her in the back of the car.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is the one Stacy was asking about. Right here. What do we know about this one?
Hey, let me turn on the other computer. I could try to find out for you.
Yeah, that's...
I'll try to find out right now. I just got to let this thing screen light up, and I'll try to find out the year on that.
Sure. Is that the first Tesla?
I think this might have been battery operated. I'm not really 1%
electric, yeah.
The front hood looks like my soapbox derby.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That is old school for sure.
All right. The one with the weird radiator I told you about, that was 1901, believe it or not. That one with the white walls, which I believe might be, yep. All right, this one is a 1901 Winton Bullet.
Wow, so 1901 Winton Bullet.
Yep, that's what it's listed as.
All right, so is it electric?
Let me look at the thing here. I got the piece of paper here that it tells you. Okay, so this is on loan from Lars Anderson Auto Museum in Brookline, Mass. This is one of the most important and well-preserved 1901 American racing car in existence. In 1901, it nearly cost $18,000, approximately $660,000 today.
Way ahead of its time. Look how the radiator slants back.
Yeah. It had 40 horsepower. It was 2-cylinder, opposed gas engine.
Gas.
Yeah. It says only 4 of this particular Winston model were ever produced.
Wow.
So this is definitely gas. I thought it was electric, but no, it's definitely gas.
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, thank you for that. And Stacy said thank you. I don't know if you saw that.
That is something.
But,
yeah. I'm looking at the other computer trying to get the information for wherever you need information on.
Sure. Well, cool. So I'm going to pull this down. We've got 2 more videos we want to look at, and the clock is definitely ticking. But let me change screens here. So the next one we're going to look at, last week we looked at a 63 split window Resto Mod Corvette that's done by Bill Stull, our good friend Bill Stull. He's a good friend of ours in the snowmobile space. He does custom work. He's out in Polonia, Wisconsin. He sent me some more images of that, and we're also working on getting him on the podcast sometime in the near future. But to tease us in the meanwhile, here's another look at that 63 Corvette, split window Corvette. Yeah, so thank you so much to our good friend Bill Stoll for those images.
Wow.
Pardon me. We're looking forward to bringing him on the podcast in the very near future for a really close up look at that car, as well as some of his other projects. And I'm losing my voice here. I do apologize, but we've got one more video to look at. If we have time, we're going to squeeze another one in. Oh, and I apologize. Reactions to that, gentlemen. Quick reactions. Midge, reactions to this.
Lose him again.
How about Virgil? Did you have reactions to this, Virgil?
It's just still that color. That color is just so damn pretty. I love to see that in person and in the light.
Yes. I bet that really pops in person.
Yeah.
That's definitely not a factory color. That's a sharp looking paint job. And they put a lot of different motors in those cars. A lot of them came with big blocks, fuel injected.
Yeah, so I wonder what's in that one. Well, the rest of them, did he put an LS in there?
I believe so. Yeah. And Rob? Or did you do a reaction to that, Rob?
It's Mitch's turn.
Michael?
Yeah, I mean, like I said last week on this, I mean, this is just a beautiful car. I mean, that I wonder if that's metallic paint. It looks like metallic paint, but it's hard to tell. But, you know, it does, to me, it screams metallic paint, because it's just, how can you get this color and have the sun reflect off it without being reflective paint in it?
Oh, you got the candy paint. Candy paint, man. Candy paint.
Yes.
Yo, man, you put that candy on there, it gets that shine right there.
Candy, yeah. Candy apple red.
Wow.
Yes. And then Rod Licari says a friend who used to have one of those and he called it the Easter egg. Thinks it was featured at one of the national racetracks many years ago.
Wow.
And then my wonderful niece, Stacy, who we appreciate you viewing with us tonight, Stacy. She likes the color as well.
Yeah.
And well, cool. So I'm going to pull this down because we need to keep moving, because I've got one more clip to show you. And if we have time, I've got a second clip. And these clips are pretty quick, but the reason I want to do this one tonight is because it features a good friend of Midge and myself. I'm trying to find it here. I'm scrolling. Well, where the heck is that?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, yeah. So Midge, our good friend Elaine, who we know through the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame.
A lot of work.
She goes to Bentley's Cruise Night up in Arundel, Maine every week during the summer months, and she takes pictures of all the cars. And she sends them to me. I put them in a little montage, put some music under it, and we look at them most episodes. And we've got one here from August 20th, and I think they're going to be starting up their new season here real soon. But let's take a look at these images from our dear friend Elaine.
I did a 68 once, Corvette, boy, and it's a fussy world when you do fiberglass.
Yes. What I'll do is I'll turn the music down. So if anyone has comments, just feel free to comment as we're going here.
Use a straight board sander on everything.
Yep.
Do it by hand without a block sander or something.
Wow.
3100. 11.
Oh, and John Spranger Jr. is saying that Bill Stull is 16 miles from where he lives. Yeah.
Here we go. What year bug is that one? 60s. A little Ranchero.
This little Roadster. SL.
I like that Mercedes.
Like that convertible Mustang back
There's
there.
the Monte Carlo.
Oh, give me that car.
Michael Delage.
The best thing I like about that car is the pinstriping with the SS down the side. That just makes the car look so awesome.
Yeah. This guy's got a Red Sox theme in the back of that truck.
I think he's in the wrong area.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's all buddy.
Yes.
Another Mercedes.
Ooh.
Yes.
And it's got
300E.
wipers on the headlights.
Yes. I think it was a 300E.
Little Wrangler. Look at the front of that. It looks like maybe a
Oh, nice.
65.
Hey, talking.
Yeah.
Classic Dodge. Oh, cab over.
The little red wagon.
There you go, Derek. There's your
Yep.
Thunderbird.
Nice
Oh,
C4
Stacy's
Corvette.
saying I need that van, that blue
Oh.
van.
There you go.
Wow,
62.
that Corvette got a little small.
Yes.
I don't know what that is with that grill, but my God, that is awesome,
That Dodge.
man. Now we're looking at 20. Nice.
MG probably.
Looks like a Dodge.
Yeah, there you go. MG.
I think MG would have a shorter hood, but that was a long hood. I'm thinking that might have been a Jag.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, and many thanks to our mutual friend Elaine LaRiviere. She's a regular at the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame induction ceremony every September with her fiance Paul, who is a legendary snowmobile racer from the late 60s and early 70s. Let's see if we can find a picture of Paul in here. I don't know. I know there was one, but I think I went by it. But anyway, here's a picture of Paul right here. Legendary snowmobile racer from the 60s and 70s. Anything to add to that, Midge, about Paul and Elaine?
I think we lost him again with the sound.
Yeah, I think he locked up. Are you still with us, Midge? Can you hear us? Oh, that's a bummer. I was hoping to get a few comments about him because she and Paul are good friends of both of ours.
I'm wondering if he's got a very low bandwidth on his internet. I mean, maybe that's why he's having a hard time. Everybody else seems to be okay with the width. So
Yeah, because we're having a delay with his audio, which really is a bummer.
Nope, he's back on now.
Okay, here we go. Can you hear us, Midge?
Yeah, because everything goes black, and then you got the little white circle thing going.
Oh yes, it's buffering.
I'm not getting a lot.
Sure. Now, Midge, did you want to add anything? Did you want to add anything, Midge, about Elaine and Paul, our good friends Elaine and Paul?
Everybody seems to be freezing up tonight.
Yeah. Did you have any quick comments, Midge, about Elaine and Paul, our good friends? Yeah, I think the audio is just not cooperating with us tonight. It's a bummer. But I've got one last clip. It's just a quick 3-minute clip. You're about to experience a miracle. And that's all I'm going to say about it. It's going to speak for itself.
Oh, so it's a surprise.
Got a unicorn here, huh?
Yeah, so brace yourself for a miracle. It's going to be really something. So let's take a look. Hello, friends. It's Mike. Are you ready to experience a miracle? I sure am. So what I've got here is this Amsoil Miracle Wash. It's really good for doing a dry wash of cars, boats, trucks, snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, anything you want to do a quick wash on, quick cleanup. It's especially good if you're bringing a car or a snowmobile to a car show, snowmobile show. You get it there and you want to do a last minute touch up to really make it pop, make it shine. This is the stuff to use. The way to use it is just shake it real well before you start. Spray some on a microfiber cloth. You see how I've got this folded into quarters? So let's say you spray some on here, you clean a section, and then you flip it over. It's hard to do this holding the camera, but you flip it over like this, and now you get another fresh piece. You spray that, and you wipe down another section, and then you, hope this all makes sense, you kind of fold it over again and make another fresh section available. Spray that and do another section so that you're not grinding the dirt and grime that you've just cleaned up onto a fresh section of the car or snowmobile or boat or whatever it is that you're trying to clean. So this is a 20-year-old garden tractor. It's in nice shape, actually. It's got some really cool stickers on it, but it's been using it all summer, and it's got some surface grime on it. So let me do this Amsoil Miracle Wash on it, and I'll come back to you here in a few minutes and show the difference. So get a good look at it, what it looks like now with kind of some surface dust and dirt and grime on it from using it all summer. Get a good look, and we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, so forward the clock 10 minutes. That's all it took, really. Maybe not even that, but look how this thing pops and shines now. And like I said, I just used that microfiber cloth, kept kind of using a new section of the cloth every panel, just so I'm not grinding the dirt in. Worked great. And then you take a dry microfiber cloth and go around and give it a quick buff, and it really shines up nice. Looking really good. It's also good for plastic, rubber, and vinyl. See how this black really pops nice? And the seat, everything... yeah, very impressed. This is really nice to have. Like I said, if you're going to a car show or a snowmobile show, motorcycle show, you want to do a nice quick touch-up once you've got your car or snowmobile where you need it, and you want to just give it a nice quick shine and buff and polish and make it look nice for the show. This is perfect for that. Yep, very impressed. If you want to experience a miracle, just order some of this using my referral number, which is on your screen, and all proceeds from doing this help to support these podcasts, and I really appreciate that. When you order Amsoil using my referral number, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it sure makes a difference with these podcasts, and I thank you in advance for that. Have a great day. So there you have it. We just witnessed a miracle, friends.
Nice.
Was that a profound, life-changing experience for everyone?
Very good idea.
Yes.
I
might use it on my wheelchair.
There we go.
I wonder if there's a miracle stuff that can get rid of the little dings on the hood of a van. The little pings that you get from little rocks that or whatever fly out.
No.
Sure, maybe a good buff or something. I don't know. But oh, here we go. Is it oily? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that by the end of it, that rag was oily. But now Stacy Newsom, her husband is a car detailer. I'd like to have him on here sometime. I bet he'd be able to answer questions about dings because he has a detail shop in Wethersfield, Vermont. He also does some light body work. So I'd like to have him on sometime. We could play 20 questions with him and he can react to videos with us. I think we'd have a lot of fun.
He'd probably have a lot of photos himself of the cars that he details.
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend's van, the whole entire hood, it's all ding all over the place. And I'm like, it's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get the paint and touch up every little, 100 spots that's on the hood.
Yeah.
Like, geez, Yeah. And it's stupid to do all the work. And you're driving down the road, and then some more crap hits the hood and dings it again. Yeah. So,
Hey, one quick thing here, real quick, before we give it off.
Go ahead, Virgil.
Garage. So I found the Monte Carlo model, but do you see that price?
I can't really see it. It's blurry.
Up $80.
$80.
That's ridiculous.
For a Revell 86 Monte Carlo SS.
That is a ridiculous price. Come on. Jesus.
Well, that just tells you how hard they are to find.
Wow.
They don't make them no more.
That's original from back in the day?
Yep, it's all in plastic and everything. All pieces there.
Wow.
That's cool.
I'll find, but you know what? I have a model guy. I might have to call him. I haven't talked to him in 2 years, but I have to find him and see what he has and see what he got.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any, how they always have these models and they show you pictures and shows you, okay, this is how long it is, this is how high it is. I don't know what they all call it, 3D model, but fire trucks are now doing that when they're selling them. They actually have a whole picture. It's all like a drawing and shows you the pump and shows you this. I wonder if there's a detailed drawing like that shows the whole Monte Carlo.
Good question.
Virgin, I'm looking for a 1979 Mazda RX-7 from
Ooh.
Beat Racing Team model.
You know what?
Nice.
I learned how to drive on I learned how to drive stick in a 79 Mazda RX-7
Rotary
Nice.
engine?
rotary, and oh man, that the
Yeah.
sound of that, right? Oh, that little
Yep.
buzz that you get from that one right there. Oh, that thing was so nice. My Uncle Michael had one.
Wow.
That's cool.
I do know I like to
But
see
I'll
it.
look for a model for you. I'll see if they got them out there for you, Ralph.
I'll send you a picture of what it is.
All right.
And I wonder if anybody's got any pictures that one day we can see on a podcast or something. I would love to see some pictures of a Nissan Pulsar. I haven't seen one of those cars since the 80s.
Wow. Oh, and Stacy and Art Fosler are saying they paid $70 for a model of a 78 step side model pickup because he's got one.
Yeah.
And I imagine he wanted to have a model version of it as well.
It's really too bad that people have to price gouge prices on stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Limited supply.
Price gouging if there's not no more supply and demand.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Now, a quick housekeeping note. Next week, we're going to be doing a replay because Carlene and I are going to be down visiting our niece, Stacy Newsom. Going to be down there next week. So we're going to be doing a replay for a podcast. But the following week, which I think might be the 23rd, yes, 23rd, we'll be back with another live episode. And we're going to go around clockwise for quick final comments. Midge, if you can hear us, quick final comment. Yeah, there must be a delay with the audio. Virgil?
Hey, just enjoyed myself tonight.
Yeah,
great
thank
to
you,
have John, and get some of that history.
you guys, for letting me show you that rally. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And tonight, guys.
Well, cool. Yeah, we appreciate your coming on.
Yeah.
I am
And
all
anytime-
night. So
Anytime you've got something related to muscle cars, feel free to let us know and come back on again. And yeah, go ahead, Virgil.
Oh no, I just wanted to thank Mitch for coming on, and thanks for the history lesson there. And
you guys having trouble?
Yeah.
Trouble too, or am I the
No.
only one?
Yeah, it seems like you might be the only one.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a delay with the audio.
Your
And
Wi-Fi.
Michael, quick final comment.
Yes, it's great to meet you. I know the audio's been a problem all night and some video and stuff. It's been a little issue at times where I can see you freeze up. Even now, you're frozen up. But it was great meeting you, and hopefully we can hear some more stuff about history lessons of the past.
Definitely. And Rob?
And Mitch, next time wear your shirt I sent you.
Yes. Mitch has one just
And-
like that.
Yeah.
Mitch has a hoodie just like
And if you can leave a message for Stacy and them, get their address. I'll send them a Miracle Wash.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that. And they can
But they
experience
got
the miracle for
they got to
themselves.
take a picture before and afterwards too.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that, Rob. We appreciate it. Cool deal. And as always, the last word goes to Amsoil. And thank you, everyone, for viewing. And thank you for our wonderful panel here. We really appreciate it. Had a blast tonight. And yeah, thank you so much for Midge for coming on and sharing those stories with us, the history. And as always, the last word goes to Amsoil.
Good to see you all again.
See you in 2 weeks' time.
Peace out.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear loop? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer. You save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the preferred customer program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an Amsoil account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name, and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to Amsoil. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for Amsoil under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit, and the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your Amsoil Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering Amsoil as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from Amsoil, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from Amsoil. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the Amsoil marketing plan. Amsoil has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing Amsoil for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with Amsoil. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate Amsoil leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my Amsoil hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about Amsoil. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the products.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
Amsoil's a fun business. Amsoil's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the Amsoil products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the Amsoil products or to join the Amsoil team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.